Chris Drury and the Rangers are moving the needle with their fifth overall draft pick and a big acquisition from the Vegas Golden Knights. You'll find out very soon. I'm here with my guy Jason Guido to talk some Rangers. How's it going, man?
What's up, Mike? Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. The weather is great over here. Can't complain. It's summertime. So,
Yeah, it's just summer.
yeah, man, summertime is here.
It's almost hockey season and basketball season again.
Man, so Chris Drury, he has received a lot of criticism, as you know,
Yes,
but
yes.
now we are starting to see someone somewhat of potential cornerstones for the future of this Rangers team. They selected the fifth overall pick. His name is Albert
I'll,
Smith,
yep.
18 years old, physical, big player. What do you make of the draft?
Okay, so they got the player, one of the plays they wanted. They got a defensive, first-minded, big-time checking defenseman who has a scoring upside. He has a big shot. He played in Germany. He's a big guy, and most of the out of all the defensemen that went in this draft, especially in the first round, he's probably the best um, defensive defenseman in the draft, and there's a good chance he'll play right away. I can see him playing game one for the Rangers.
Yeah, that's something that I've been hearing all over the place that because of his size and his skill set on defense, that they're gonna throw him to the Wolves. But he seems to be happy to be, it's New York. We're talking about the
Of
Rangers.
course,
So
right,
he's happy, 18 years old. And the Rangers, they need something fresh and new. Now that they trade away many of their veterans, we have a
right.
new blood coming in. And Chris Drury is not wasn't done yet. He acquired 25-year-old Russian star from Vegas Golden Knights, Pavel Dorofeyev. I repronounce his last name. And
I think they pronounce it Dofeyev. That's what I heard them say because I had to go check too myself. So I think that's how they were pronouncing it, Dofeyev.
yeah, and in exchange for a 2026 first round pick, 2026 third round pick, and
Right,
a top 10 projected first rounder. So Chris
right.
Drury, he locked them up for a 7-year, $11 million contract. He has a high hockey IQ and he played well in
Right.
the postseason.
Right. He's a big scorer. He scored 37 goals this past season. He scored 40, I believe, the year before. He was a big reason why the Golden Knights went to the finals this past season. They lost, but he's a big scorer. I personally wouldn't have traded him if I was Vegas, but I understand that they have some cap issues and they don't want to give him an extension. The Rangers were willing to give him a 7-year extension, and that's why he's on the Rangers. And it'd be one of their new big top scorers on the power play. That's definitely for sure.
And the Rangers are going to expect him to score 40 goals. Anything less than that, is not
Right. Well,
accepted. So they want 40 or more from this guy. But yeah, I was surprised myself that Vegas let him go. But this is a great addition for the Rangers. He's 25. And him placing with this young stud, 18 years old, let's see what the future holds for these next couple of seasons with the Rangers.
it was a good day one draft for the Rangers so far, and we haven't even started the rest of free agency yet. So there'll be more other moves to come.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, Jose Alvarado, even though this came out 2 days ago, 3 days ago. But, for him, home is where the heart is. He tweeted saying, I'm home. He's coming back to the next 3-year deal, $14 million deal. He became an instant fan favorite. And
Right.
he played an integral part in that game for 29-point comeback when he scored 8 points and 3 assists in the fourth quarter.
Right. So he returned on roughly the same amount of money he made, about $5 million a year for the next 3 years. I think it'll go up in the second and third year. But he was the backup point guard, came off the bench, could score a lot of energy, could be a little bit a fair defender, but that might spell some bad news for Deuce McBride because he might be one of the players that the Knicks may trade now that Alvarado is going to be the one of the backup point guards slash shooting guards for the next 3 seasons. And of course, we have the whole Mitchell Robinson free agency, and also Jordan Clarkson may also return to be a backup shooting guard also.
The first time that I said to myself that, I like this guy, Jose Alvarado, it was during his tenure with the Pelicans in the first round playoff series against the Phoenix Suns when Chris Paul was still part of the team. The way I saw that Pelicans team gave the Suns a run for their money, this was the 2022 playoffs.
Right.
Alvarado, he played strong defense on CP3. And CP3 trying to downplay, like, no, it's not a big thing. But that's the moment that I said, Alvarado, I like his energy. He brings that toughness. And this game, this sports is all about heart. And it doesn't matter the size of your height, it's about heart. And Alvarado has a lot of heart. He's fearless. I feel like he's right for this team.
Right, and it worked out good for the Knicks because the Knicks picked him up later in the season. He was part of the one of the trades that they brought in at the trade deadline, I believe. But it worked out good for the Knicks. Obviously, he helped the Knicks win the NBA title. So he'd be a good backup point guard for them.
Free agency is such a fascinating part in the summertime because we're gonna see what Leon Rose and the Knicks front office are
Right.
going to do. I mean, that's the exciting part when you're working the front office because there's so many decisions go behind it, and this very well, Jason. You're gonna get some right and some are gonna get wrong. Leon
Correct.
Rose, he's been more right than wrong so far, but this is gonna be one of the ultimate tests throughout his executive career so far.
Right, because you have to fit that all underneath the salary cap. So it's not just like, well, I can just get anybody I want. No, you have to fit the player in the salary cap. There's, they might have a contract that goes multiple years. So that's what you're always trying to fit in. You're trying to fit everyone underneath the salary cap. And I think the Knicks are going to have another trade. I think there's more coming from the Knicks also in free agency. They're not. This is they. Yes, they have their starting five. They're going to most likely keep them. But I think if Mitchell Robinson goes, we might see another big man brought in either via free agency or a trade.
Yeah, I just don't see Mitchell Robinson coming back because he's gonna want more money.
Correct. Right.
And I don't know. Listen, I understand that injuries happen, and there's just some athletes that they just have bad luck with injuries. And Mitchell Robinson is one of those guys where when it comes to durability, I just don't trust him. It's not his
Well,
fault, but
right.
it's just
No.
those one of those things.
Again, then he can't shoot. He has trouble with the free throw shooting. So you have to play the whole hack a Shaq game against him. So do you sit him? Do you make him let him make the free throws? Do you, as soon as he gets fouled, do you take him out? So that's always a factor with Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining me to talk about the
I
Rangers.
just wanted to add one more thing real quick with the Rangers, real quick. So the Rangers also traded Adam Eastrom. He was part of the line with Matt Rempe. He was the 6'9" guy, another big guy. So they sent him to Nashville for a minor league player. So he'll be on another team next year.
Good stuff. So far, they're off to a good start in the offseason. Let's see what Morgan Chris Jury can come up his sleeve. But so far, they're in the right steps so far.
Absolutely.
Well, Jason, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Stay cool.
I will.
If you don't have
Yes.
nothing to do because it's gonna
Yeah.
be very humid
Yeah,
this week.
it's gonna be humid everywhere. Yep. For at least
But
the
we
next
can't
5 days.
complain. It's summer. It's
No,
summer.
it's
I'll take
summer.
summer
No, I
over
don't
winter
complain.
anytime.
That's fine. Yeah, I agree. Have a good one.